Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. I'll just let Guy in. Bear me a second. Mate, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Came back from the pub quite recently from watching that game. Yeah, quite surprised, man. Quite surprised.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting a 4-0 or something. I thought 5-1, but even though we played well, it just goes to show how bad Liverpool are. What did you make of the game?
Um, well, I did a show this morning, and we did a show this morning. Wait, I think I'm echoing somewhere. Here we go. It's my fault. It's my fault. There we go. I've got the stream open plus the StreamYard. Yeah, no, we did. I did a show this morning at 11:30, and we couldn't understand what team we were even going to play. And yeah, it seems like playing Richie and Solanke, eh? That's something I've not seen in a while in that formation. But yeah, no, it's a point, man. It's a point.
The
It's a
thing is,
point.
I thought Solanke was poor today. I thought he was anonymous all game.
Oh, it was
Rich
terrible.
Charleston played really well, but some of those chances he missed, I thought we should have actually scored.
Yeah, I mean, look, that Liverpool team were absolutely crap. Absolutely, hey, Defley's in the house. Yeah, let's go.
How are you? You all right?
Press black, even though it's not a funeral, mate.
Yeah, well, it could have been if Forest had won today and we had lost, then we would be in the fucking mud.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been, right? But no, we were saying that. What's your thoughts on good old Solanke? You know, our striker plays for England. Good player, right? Good player.
It was about, I think when Mawani came on, that's when we started looking more of a threat up front. Actually, funnily enough, Mawani basically, I've sussed him out. He's a quality player when he actually just wants to be. Basically, he's on loan here. Less of a rat's ass, really, what happens. But he's like, people are watching me. I'm playing against Liverpool. I think it'd be pretty good if I put in a performance, so I'm gonna do it. And then he goes, the way he sort of used I think he used his thigh or his knee. He sort of bounced it twice and then sort of shimmied it off to Richie for the finish. And I was thinking, Mawani, mate, where is that? Why do I only see that like 1 in 10 games? Can you do that every single game for us, please, pal? It's
a once in a blue moon thing, isn't it? It's literally once in a blue moon, man.
He's quality, but he don't show it enough. Sadly, that's the thing.
He doesn't want to be it, does he? But the thing is, I've seen glimpses of that from Mawani, but I just don't see it enough. But he'll play against Forest and he'll stint the place out. It'll be like
that. Yeah. Yeah.
He will.
Solanke was poor tonight. Solanke was poor.
It's no good. Solanke
I didn't even know he was on the pitch half the time.
Whenever he got the ball, he lost it. I noticed Solanke.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't keep a ball to save his life tonight, could he? At all, mate. At all.
Shouldn't I read this couple of comments that's just come in? This one. Sorry. Evening panel. I told everyone we was not losing. Well played from Tudor. He went into that dressing room and sparkled some goldfish on the team, but he actually means gold dust. I've read the comment underneath. Tudor also rinsed that via reporter. I didn't see the interview, but to be honest, Ozzy Ange, you also said we were going to win 4-1, didn't you? So
yes.
So even though you were going to lose,
Tudor's strongest soldier. That's Tudor's strongest soldier down there. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
Play to him. Big up to you, Ozzy. First things first. Yeah, exactly. That's the funniest typo I've ever seen. I'm just thinking of the Serbian.
Yeah, just thinking a load of goldfish.
You'll get some more if you don't put in a performance for me. I'm gonna make you smell the way you're stinking on that pitch. That's what you're saying. No, but in all honesty, I think relative to what we were seeing in previous games, you could say that Liverpool weren't really the best. I think we did look a tiny bit better than the previous 4 games, but it isn't really saying too much because we've been diabolical. But we got a point at least. We've sort of ended the losing streak, and then if you want to look at it as a positive light, you can just say hopefully that they'll pick up from here. But every time we've said that this season, they bloody haven't. So
yeah, but the thing is, I wasn't. The thing with Liverpool, I was more concerned of how Tottenham would turn up rather than how Liverpool would be, because Liverpool have been shocking all season. This isn't the Liverpool on the Klopp or the Liverpool from last season. So I was more concerned with, it don't matter how bad Liverpool have been, we're worse, and they'll still battle us. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that takes us back to the conversation we were having last night, because you remember what I said to you. I said that Liverpool haven't been anything special this season, and I just saw it being a 2-1, 3-1 loss where Liverpool didn't really do too much impressive, and in the end, it was even better than that, you know. So I feel kind of vindicated with my predictions.
Yeah, I didn't listen. I didn't listen to any of my Liverpool friends, because they were all telling me, no, we're not going into this confident, man. We're not going into this confident. And I'm like, have you seen us play? No, we've not seen you play, but I've seen us play. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it was literally a battle of the mid-offs. That football match. Oh, go on.
They made us look good, didn't they?
They did make us look. This is what I was on the 2 Mark show earlier, and I was saying the same thing, lads. Basically, the way we were getting chances wasn't because we were creating the chances. It was because Liverpool kept on giving us the ball. Basically, every chance
forced errors in it.
Yeah, and it wasn't like we were forcing these errors either. They basically were just being sloppy and gifting us the chances on the plate. And funnily enough, I don't think we'll see the same thing against Nottingham Forest. I really don't.
No. This is a one-off. Come on, the Spurs aren't going to do it 2 days in a row, are they?
Oh, come on, man. Where's the faith? Where's the hope? We're going to turn it around, bro. We're going to turn it around. What are you worrying about? What are you complaining?
Aussie Andrews also put, we just need to use this belief to do the impossible against Atletico and win it on penalties. To be honest, I've been hearing, I think they said it on the 2 March shows. I went on afterwards, after you, Andy, for a little while.
Yeah.
We should play the kids against Atletico. And to be honest, I'm not too against that, to be honest.
I'm not too against it because I don't
care. That's the thing. I've said this. I've said this just quickly to interject. I've said this the whole thing. I don't care about our Champions League run. I don't care. I couldn't care less. I will go to the games because it's really nice to see us play teams that I've not seen live before, like Atletico. And maybe a Barca. If we play Barca at home, I'll definitely get a ticket, get to see some proper footballers. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, when it comes to our run in the Champions League, man, I could not give a damn, man. I honestly couldn't. A lot of people digged into me for this because they were like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And I was like, "We're sleeping into a relegation." They were telling me, "No, we're not. We're going to win the Champions League." Yeah, and I'm just like, "Okay, if you think so, man."
Because this is I think round of 16, and it'll be the quarterfinals if we somehow did get through against Atletico. Look, to be honest, I'm going to sound crazy delusional here, but if Simeone does set up for like a stink fest where he doesn't want to play football, doesn't want to try and score goals, he just wants to hold on to what he has, and if we do some miraculous performance like that of what we did against Dortmund, I think there is a chance, the small 1% chance that we could actually do something crazy, go through on penalties. Yeah, 1%.
Wee bit of hope.
Atletico Madrid's away form in Europe isn't good, and this might give us some encouragement. Spurs haven't lost.
I don't think it's 100. I don't think it's 100% over. I think it's 99%.
Spurs haven't lost at home in Europe for over 20 games or something.
Exactly. So
there is that encouragement.
So that's the thing. But then if we're in the Champions League, it takes away from our league performances, and we could go down. But at the end of the day, I'm a Spurs fan, so I just want to see Spurs win every single game that we play. You know,
no one's going to complain if we win, are they? If we go through.
No, that's the thing. So
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no, you can't complain if your football team win. That's the thing. But I think I think what the priority is staying in the Premier League, because it's catastrophic if we do go down.
Yeah.
And now that we have a point, maybe it could lift the boys into stringing a few more points along the road, just as long as they.
It won't, mate. It won't. They've made us have a bit of belief, and they'll knock it back down against Forest. But Aussie Ann just put 5 points from 36 panel. This has to be the start of better results. Did you see? We only had 7 subs. 2 of them keepers. We are stripped to the bare bones. Yeah, we are. But this is Tottenham, and they'll make us think there's hope, and they'll knock it down against Forest. In my opinion, I hope I'm wrong. I'm 38, and the Spurs
like I did for the North London derby. I had this much amount of hope. I went to the game, and our hopes were dashed. They were crashed. But no, this game though, I thought, to be honest, again, Szoboszlai free kick. Who knew that he would score that goal? Because as soon as he came up to take that free kick, I was like, okay, we're conceding. Good old Vicky boy's not going to save this, bro. He's not going to save it.
I said to my dad, well, this is a goal then. I just knew, I predicted it. And you know what? That wasn't even a free kick that led to the goal. It was a dive from McAllister. And Vicario should have saved it. I think
he should have saved it. It didn't even go top bins.
Sir?
I was saying, he didn't even go top bins. No. It didn't go top bins.
Middle of the goal, pretty much, wasn't it?
I was shaking my head. We would have won that if Vicario was a proper goalkeeper. We would have actually got a win at Anfield, and we would.
There was also a time in the game where Vicario ball got played back to him, and he went to kick it, but then sort of done brought it onto his other foot. Yeah, when the tackles coming, and then passed it out. We ended up losing the ball. And I said to my dad,
I was ripping myself.
He's useless.
We do. We need all new keepers. Get rid of all of them. All these players, get rid of all of them. You know my stance on these players, man. I think they're 5s and 6s, and some of them can be 7s on their day, and that is it. That is it. But Vicario is a dog shit keeper. I swear to God, whenever he kicks the ball, my heart falls into my arsehole, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Like, honestly, bro. Like,
5 and 6s. This is my analogy of how Spurs basically approach every single bloody transfer window. So this is going to be a funny one, right? So what they do, they're at the club, right, and they're sort of from a distance. They're watching and observing the 9 out of 10 that's at the bar, and then they're watching and observing. And then when it's 10 minutes to the bar closing, basically the 9s and 10s, they're all going home with more attractive friends. So instead of maybe going after the 6 or 7 out of 10 mates of those 9s and 10s, they panic and they go outside and they give the homeless crackhead lady a tenner.
Hey, do you want to come out with me? Do you want to come home with me?
Exactly, and then fingers crossed they don't catch chlamydia, but they always do. That's how we operate in the transfer window, lads. That's what we do. And that's what we're seeing on the pitch now. We're now facing that, and we're going to probably go down for it. But yeah,
Aussie Ann just put Simeone will go defensive. This club has pulled everyone back in again. Absolutely no one gives us a prey except me before going up to Anfield. Yeah, to be honest, but our record at Anfield isn't good, so that's why. Why.
Like I know. Like on the show this morning, definitely you'll find this funny. Someone was predicting like a 9-0, bro, and then they were predicting a 9-0. I mean, the thing is, you can't blame us. You can't blame us considering what we've not won or drawn a game in the last 4 games. This is like, I know we say we've broke our unbeaten streak, but we're not on a winning streak by any measure.
I just had a feeling Liverpool weren't really going to be up for it. I had a feeling Liverpool weren't going to score many goals. I had a feeling that Liverpool were probably going to look quite lackluster. I just didn't think we were going to get battered. It was I didn't expect us to win. I didn't expect us.
I don't want us. I don't want to act too confident, because if I'm too confident and then we end up getting battered, I feel more pissed off, basically.
Oh yeah, and also big shout out to Nick's football club, the Messiah prophet of Liverpool. He did say that this was not going to be a result for him. He did say that they've been shocking, so I should listen to you more often, mate. I should listen to you more often.
Ozzy Andrews also put, I'll say for the next game, we should put Archie Gray in goal. Our keeper is not good enough. To be fair, Gray has played everywhere else. We need to invest big in the competent goalkeeper. Well, to be honest, we should have gone for David Raya when we had the chance.
Yeah. I did say I would put Chirpy in goal. I remember the last time we spoke, I was like, just put Chirpy in goal, bro. Just put the mascot in goal, bro. I'm sure that he can do some like saves, but no, I mean we need. The thing is, people say like we need better players. We need better players. It's a story that's old as time, and it's one of the things that Tottenham fans always it's got to a point now where I just won't. There's no point talking about it because. The January transfer window's come and gone. It's gone. It's gone. We've got Conor Gallagher. We've got Mr. D'Souza. We've got Hooks.
Souza looks good.
Yeah, he looks all right. Well, any footballer's going to look good in this squad at the moment, no, bro.
That shot Souza had though.
Yeah. See the curl on it though.
The bend.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Whew. I thought it was going in, I was thinking, go on, boy. Every time
I've seen him, I think he looks decent.
That's just what I said. You should have been playing basically from the start because it's square pegs in square holes. We didn't have anyone else to play, and we brought him in for a reason. Just bloody play him.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why it took so much for. Well, to be honest, though, like our team selection, I just can't understand as it is. So. But yeah, no, Souza, I'm all right with. He's not made some howlers. But yeah, I mean, there was a couple of a couple of goal attempts that I actually thought went in. There was a couple of headers from Richie. Richie was really wanting to score, weren't he, boys? He was begging for that goal.
He loves the goal against Liverpool.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think I heard.
He was
he's got 6 goals and 3 assists against Liverpool. He's had more goal involvements against Liverpool than any other club.
I wonder why, my friend. I wonder why. But yeah, I'm not complaining. Prue, blood. Prue. I'm cool with it, and I like the fact he went up and did the.
I'm glad he didn't take his shirt off because if that was the case, they would have.
He's learned his lesson now, I think. Don't you think, boys?
Yeah.
Where everyone in the pub was like, "Don't take your fucking shirt off. Do not take your shirt off."
Yeah.
What about the other players? What do you think of the other players you were going to say?
What, me? Yeah. So if I had to pick out players that I thought were good that game, I thought Souza. He had a good game.
Danso had a good game, didn't he?
Danso, I like Danso. He was putting in all the effort. Dragusin, he was atrocious. That was probably his worst game.
He was shocking, especially in that first half. He was awful.
He's fucked after his injury, man. He's completely fucked. The thing is, I was talking to someone about Dragusin, right? And he's been out for so long. But was he actually good before his injury, or are we just romanticizing it?
No. He's never really been good. And then you have.
If we compare him to players like Kane and stuff, then he's shocking. But the strikers we have at Spurs, even Richarlison, I know he scored today.
Not Dragusin. Dragusin.
Oh, you on about Dragusin?
Yeah.
I thought it was Solanke. Oh, Dragusin. Yeah, no, I've never been impressed with him. We should let him go Bayern Munich when we had the chance.
No, Dragusin was just terrible. Solanke, he was terrible. And Xavi Simons.
Ghosted the entire match, man. He ghosted the entire match. Solanke, he ghosted the entire match.
Simons was dreadful when he came on. I mean, towards the end, he looked like he made a few moves, a few passes, but he was pretty bloody dreadful.
He didn't come on for long, did he? So
he didn't come on for long, but I think every time I've seen him now come on the pitch, he's done worse than good.
Yeah,
Basically, he's looked worse than he is good. I don't think he's been that player for us that we all thought he was going
I
to be.
nearly bought a shirt with his name on it, you know. I nearly bought a shirt with his name on it. I'm so glad I didn't.
You guys want to see who I have on the back of the Europa League winning jersey?
Let's go for it, mate.
Let's go. Oh, of course, it's bloody inside out.
Is it Johnson?
Ben Davies.
I thought it was going to be his last season for Spurs, so I was like, I better get one. I better get one while I have the bloody chance.
You love Ben Davies,
Well, you know what? Like, it was for that season shirt, right? So I went to the Man United game at the Carabao Cup, right? And I was in the stand and I was a bit intoxicated, and I went, "Whoever scores the winner, I'm going to get them on the back of my shirt." And obviously, Sonny hit the Olympico, and I was behind the goal when he shot it in. I was like, "Thank you, God, I'm getting a Sonny shirt." That was Man United last season. The you know, when Sonny hit the corner, it went straight into the goal.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, other standout players though. Other standout players. What do you think, matey? What do you think? Like, actually stood out for you? What do you think of the standout players?
I think Tell done all right. Least the thing with Tell, at least he's up for it. He looks like he's dangerous. First half, a bit, run into trouble a few times. But I thought second half he done all right. And I think let's see. To be honest, I don't know who else played well actually.
Yeah, it was kind of like, because the first half we were in the pub and we were just like, "Oh, this is fucking boring." And then obviously we conceded and we just were like, "Okay, it's done. We're not going to get one back." And then like the second half, we showed a little bit more fight. And it's always that, isn't it? Spurs are always a team of two halves, to hit the cliche. And then a lot of us, we were just chatting. We were watching. We had one eye on the game and one eye on our beers. You know what I mean? That kind of game. And then all of a sudden, we were like, "Wait a minute, something's happening here. Colo Mawani, Richie, point, finally a point."
Well, we started. It was towards the end of the first half. Where I noticed we started to play a lot better, and then we just took encouragement of it. And the longer we stayed in the game, 1-0, the more confident we got and stuff. And I mean, Liverpool, dreadful.
Yeah, and they had all the possession in the world. Liverpool, man. Didn't they have like at the end like 78% possession, 78% or something like that? I could be talking out my arse, because no offense, I had to have a coffee before I came on stream.
Matches, does it? Possession don't win your football matches.
No, but I just go on, definitely.
I was just saying, I had a feeling basically when the last 10 minutes kicked in and I saw how sloppy Liverpool were getting. Just something inside me said, "There's no way we're not getting away with something here." Basically,
they started to look gassed.
Yeah,
I think we always talk about how teams come to our stadium and smell the blood. I think this time it was the other way around. Basically, towards the end, I think our players actually smelt a bit of blood from Liverpool. But honestly, when we did get the 1-1 draw, the 1-1 goal, inside me I had another little voice saying, basically, if there is going to be a winner in this game, it's going to come to us. That's what I almost did in the end, because Xavi Simons, he was through on goal, and then he didn't do anything with it, of course, because. Yeah, I mean, my dad's a lot harsher on Xavi Simons than I am. My dad was saying it's like having 10 men on the pitch, basically, when Xavi Simons comes on. He does not really like him as a player, because...
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Remember, guys. Remember when we got Xavi Simons, we were like, "We've got our new number 7. Yeah, we've got our new number 7. And pundits and YouTube channels and my friends were blowing so much smoke up this guy's arse. It was unbelievable. And I was like, wait, I want to see him play first. Because I've seen him play for Barcelona, because I follow Barcelona. He's all right, Yeah. But he came in with a lot of promise. Like, the whole Wonder Kid thing. He does a load of interviews and you know, it's titled Next Wonder Kids at Spurs and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, I've seen this before, you know. I've seen this before when we blow smoke up players and applaud them to be the next second coming of Christ, and they completely flop for us.
But you know what? Some players, doesn't mean he's a bad player. Some players just don't suit the Premier League.
Yeah.
And I think
Which I
Simmons
think is
might be
his
one of
problem.
those. So
Yeah, it's just going to take him time to acclimate. He's going to take him time to acclimate to the Prem.
if we go down, he won't have that time, so he'll be out the door, won't he?
Oh yeah, loads of them will be out the door, mate. Look at my banner, bro. Welcome to the championship, bro. Nice and sunny seas, man. No VAR. No
Let's
VAR, man.
Ozzy just put, his club never made sense to me. Tudor deserves some credit. The amount of stick he's taken off the media in his 20 of or so days has been a joke. The draw feels like a win. But the thing is, Ozzy he's been shocking it as well. And the draw here papers over the cracks. And my concern is getting the draw here, which I think is a great result, is that we're now going to keep him. And I don't think he deserves to stay. But the trouble is, who's out there to take the job?
Exactly.
Now it's a bit of a. If we now lose to Forest on next weekend, everyone will be saying he should go again. He should be sat. So
yeah. I still
don't think he's good enough manager, and I still think he should go. I don't know what your opinion is.
To be honest, in the situation, here's the thing. Just to comment on the comment, quote unquote, is like what the reason why we're celebrating it as a win is because the position we're in. We need every single point. We cannot look if we just. No offense, guys, right? And boys and girls in the chat. If we go every game and we draw every game, I'm celebrating those because they're points. They accumulate because the people keep forgetting. I don't know why this is, but people keep forgetting that the league isn't static. The league is not static. We're not the only ones getting points. Other teams are going and getting points too. Look at the West Ham result. Look, oh my God, my West Ham fans have just been horrendous to me this week. I'm so glad we got to win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've got Chelsea fans, West Ham fans. I've got Liverpool friends. You know what I mean? Like, because the last, the game that they had at Fulham, I was at their place and they literally poured a drink over my head when they beat Fulham. They poured a pint over my head and we're fucking coming for you. And I just was like. But yeah, this is the thing. We have to celebrate these draws. We have to. What else is what we got? What have we got?
I basically, I high five my dad like that after we got the point. Just like it's a win. It's the same because you have to when you get these draws in the position we're in. A point is a point at the end of the day, and it means that we're not in relegation. Because for me, if we're basically the only thing keeping us from being in the bottom three is goal difference, we may as well be in the bloody relegation zone. So at least we're a point above it now. We've got a point that I never thought we'd get. And hopefully we can just try and pick up some more in the games that we have remaining. But
because it was dark going into this game, boys. It was dark.
What's that?
I said going into this game, it was dark. Everyone was like, all of the relegation zone teams were on 29 points. We were on 29 points. If there's 1 point that keeps us in this league, it's 1 point, man. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it, bro.
So just say, for example, Tottenham don't go down. Yeah, just say Tottenham don't go down. Who would you think would go down if Tottenham don't go down?
Nottingham Forest.
I'm hoping West Ham.
I'm hoping West Ham. But I think it will be Forest if it ain't Spurs. Forest. Some people are talking about
West Ham.
But you think about Leeds aren't out of it yet.
I think Leeds are safe really because they might not be out of it, but I think they're going to pick up points because that just seems to be the kind of team they are this season. They've been picking.
You know how many points they are? I think they're only about 2 or 3 points above.
Only 2 or 3 points off. Well, I think they're
Stadium and Light, bro. Stadium and Light is a shit stadium to play out, bro. It's terrible stadium to play at. Like you're getting the Leeds fans will tear your team apart, man. They do not fuck around up there, bro. They do not fuck around. I do not go to that stadium, bro. No way. 6 hour fucking train. Get out of here, bro.
Ozzy Ann just put Ian Dowie, Rafa Benitez, Southgate are outsiders to take over Spurs according to John Cross. If we get 8 draws from the next 8 to get 38 points, then that's enough to stay at this season. Those 3 managers, I don't want anywhere near the club.
No, Rafa Benitez.
Ian Dowie hasn't managed for about 20 years, has he?
Oh my God. This is like David Ornstein. Did you see that David Ornstein quote, right? So I'm not on Twitter, right? But I'm in chats, like people love to post. Give to me, right? So this is what David Ornstein quote was, and I'm paraphrasing, right? Edor Tudor's job might be on the line if Spurs don't get a result at Liverpool. Well, I mean, we might win or lose or draw the game, bro. What are we doing here? Like, shut up, bro. Like,
you see someone taking a penalty, and you're like, he's either gonna go in the bottom corner, the top corner, hit the post, put it wide, or put it over the bar, or slip on his ass and not even kick the ball properly.
Exactly. He's literally saying nothing, bro. It's like, oh my God, bro. I'll send you that quote. It was one of the weird. It was one. You know when you've got a mate, right, who tells you a story and he goes on for half an hour, and you get to the point. It's like, what's the fucking point, bro? Like, you said nothing for 30 minutes, man. What are you talking about? You know, that whole commentary thing. You know, it's a game of 2 halves, or
when people say that to me, and that you know, they go into the whole story, and I'm like, I didn't want your life story. I just wanted to know what the situation was.
Just this for the sake of this, bro. But do we think Igor Tudor's job is more secure after this game? Yeah, of course it is.
I think so.
That's typical of Spurs. That is. That's you know, when we you know, he to him to lose, he would mean gone, and then us to go to Anfield and actually put in a performance and get a point. That means he stays. That is Spurs.
Do we give him any credit for this point though? Because I feel like the substitutions he made, they kind of we did actually look kind of a little bit better after he made them.
I mean, yeah, he put on some good subs. I mean, to be honest, here we go, right? So I always kind of like look at this, right? At the end of the day, it was a draw. We are amping it up and hyping it up more because of the situation we're in, right? And I'm looking at this and I'm going, did his tactics really work? Well, we conceded a goal. Did we perform amazingly well? No. Did we score a late equalizer? Yeah. Do we laugh at other teams who score late equalizers? Yeah. I mean, was it a tactical masterclass? No. Not really.
I think it was just the longer it went 1-0, the more confident Spurs players got of getting something.
Well, I mean,
I think it's on the players.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the player performance, because if you look at the second half, Richie was just wanting to score, bro. Well, it was 2 headers, weren't it? It was 2 headers that he missed.
In the first half, yeah.
The 2 headers he missed, and then there was
in the second half he just greyed across the ball and he just missed that. It just
that's 3, for him. And then that's 3 chances, and then he scored the goal. So if you put Harry Kane there instead of Richarlison, we would have picked up a 4-1.
Let's before we go on to that, let's discuss quickly, because we've got to talk about the conspiracy theorists about refereeing and all of that, right? We've got to discuss it, yeah.
You mean about the Chelsea thing yesterday?
No. This game, we were supposed to get a penalty in this game. Remember?
How the hell is that not a foul?
So here's the thing. Right. So here's the thing. That was not given, right, as a penalty. But then a few moments later, a Liverpool player did the exact same thing to a Spurs player outside of the box, and it was given. A Spurs player did the same thing to a Liverpool player outside of the box. Free kick to Liverpool. So for me, it's just the consistency. A foul is a foul, whether it's inside the box or outside of the box. So you either give neither of them, or you give both of them.
I think that was because it was done on Richarlison. I think any other player is a foul. I think it's
you got to remember, Richarlison, no offense to Richarlison, but he loves to draw out a foul. And when he does go down, he goes down.
Yeah,
That was another.
he goes down a bit too easy, doesn't he? So.
It's 5-1 with Harry Kane. We win today.
Yeah, but that ship has sailed, man. Bayern's got him, bro, and they're flying, man. They're flying.
Flying Bayern, yeah.
Yes, Ozian just put, I think 2 will be given to the Forest game at least.
Yeah.
Now,
the Atletico game doesn't mean
yeah, I agree with that actually.
Yeah, the Atletico. Look, I'm looking at this, right? So if we look at our club, right? So we got rid of. I'm not even saying his name, man. You say it because it's a comment. You can read him out. So we got rid of the last one, not because of the European form, but because he was so shit in the league, right? A shit performance in the Champions League is not going to put this manager at risk. Why? Because we are nowhere near odds on even scratching the surface. It is a miracle that we got through the round of 16. And I remember all of the pundits and the YouTube channels saying, oh, English teams are going to dominate this competition because the teams are not good in Europe. No, I kept saying it's just the league phase, man. It's the league phase. Remember, me and you had a chat about this, remember? Yeah, and it's just the league phase. Knockout football is a completely different beast. Completely different beast. And we do not have a hope in hell of reaching even the final, bro. So if we lose 10-0, 20-0, I don't think that's going to be a stain on Igor Tudor's kind of CV. I really don't.
If we lost 20-0, I think that will definitely be a stain on CV, to be honest.
Yeah, well, at least he's not got a full loss record now at Spurs, because that would have been at least one draw. You know,
this is the start of something special. This is. We're going to keep him next season. We're going to win the league. Championship.
If he did end up sort of somehow miraculously winning all the remainder of his games, would you guys keep him?
No.
No.
I mean,
you're saying that now.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? I look at it. I kind of really do compare us to Man United, right? And people say you shouldn't do that, all right? But hear me out on here. Last season, we were very similar in the league. Last season, we were in the same competition and final, yeah? They lost it, we won it, yeah? Right, so they kept Ruben Amorim, who's a fraud, by the way, doesn't know the Premier League at all, right? So they keep on losing, right? And they were heading our way, right? They get rid of the manager. They sign some new players. They refresh their squad. Look at them now. They're challenging for top 4. And people say to me, yeah, but that's Man United. That's Man United. If we'd have shown the same intent, if we'd have shown the same thing, like if we got Michael Carrick, who pretty much turned them around like that, right? If Igor Tudor turned us around like that, right? Because people say injuries. Frank had relatively the same amount of injuries as well. Right, so if we're saying if Tudor came in and just flipped a switch in all our players and then we were winning games, yeah, I'd be like, cool, keep him. Why not? But he's just an interim. He has said that. The club has said that. If he's just an interim, considering what I've been seeing in the last 4 matches, is it 5 now? I think it's 5, isn't it?
5, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the 5th match. The killer, watch. The killer is going to be that Forest game, mate. The killer is going to be that Forest game.
Just want to read a couple of the comments quickly from Aussie Ange. He put, please watch Tudor's post-match interview with that useless journalist who should be handed P45. Tudor earned his money today. To be honest, some of the questions the journalist asked them is ridiculous.
What were they asking him then?
I'll never see it.
I don't know. I know this. Yeah, I know this makes me a really bad content creator, and I only really do it if I'm doing a news segment, if there's some real big news, you know, like a sacking or firing or whatever, or because I'm no offense, I just don't follow it, because at the end of the day, this is how I view it, right? I don't give a crap what a manager says. I give a crap what he does on the pitch and what the players do on the pitch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm people get on my back. I don't care when the players don't clap, because I'm from an era of football where that never happened. I'd never get this. Oh, they didn't clap the fans. They didn't. Who cares? They're not there to clap the fans. They're there to win games. I care about the games. You know what I mean?
The thing is, I think a lot of fans think the players care about the club, but I don't think they really care.
Oh, no, they're mercenaries, bro.
I think they just, it's, you know, if someone offers them more money, they'll be gone to them, and they'll be, you know, they'll love that club sort of thing. So, yes,
I had a quick one. I had a very long conversation with Too Much of E, Elijah. Big up, bro. Big up, bro. We had a long conversation about, the idea that, these players don't care about the badge. Of course they don't, because football isn't back in the day where they were only getting a couple of grand a week to feed their families, and they loved the club. They came through on the academy. They wanted to come here. No, it's none of that. It's whoever pays the highest wages and whoever wins the most trophies. That's you've got to think of it as a career. These guys are career. I mean, how many times have you? No offense to you, I tend to move about a bit. I only stay at a job about 4 years, 2 years, pretty much tops, and then I leave. Right? It's the same. It's the same stuff. If you go and work, if you're working for Barclays Bank and HSBC gives you more money, you're gonna go to HSBC. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't really blame them, to be honest. We'd all be in the same boat, and even if we was all footballers, we'd all be like the same, wouldn't it? So,
yeah. This whole romantic notion, you need to.
Yeah, Ozzy Andrews also put Tudor definitely should be given his 10 games next season. If he keeps us in the Prem, why not? Yeah, 10 games. We'll be top of the league in 10 games, and it all fall apart. Yeah, like it did with
pre-season. We've got to give the new manager a pre-season, man, and we've got to give this new manager.
Trouble with Tudor giving Tudor 10 games for the season. I don't want to go into the new season unprepared again. We'll give him 10 games, and it falls apart, and then we have to start again and get a new manager in mid-season. I'd rather just let him see out the season, see how we get on, and give a new manager a chance, because Tudor's record isn't actually good when he goes into new jobs. He's a quick fix manager. He doesn't tend to last jobs very long. So I'd rather a permanent guy come in, someone else, maybe a bit younger or something, and have a complete rebuild again. I don't know if I trust Tudor with the rebuild.
Yeah, the reason with that, Ozzy Angie, is if the problem with that is, right, so one, we've got pre-season. The pre-seasons are very important. Two, we should already be looking now, right? In theory, I swear we should, but come on, we're thinking about Tottenham. They probably aren't even caring about it, right? The thing about us looking now is we can secure someone long-term who has pedigree, like, for example, Crystal Palace's manager, which his name escapes me for some reason. I don't know why his name's gone. Glasner, yeah. I wanted Glasner. But anyway, right, we could actually spend the time to actually show this new potential manager the project. If we just keep Tudor and think, all right, well, we'll see how it goes, we're opening ourselves up to more risk. And this is what I do as part of my job, is risk assessment. You know what I mean? So I do a lot of risk assessment in my job. So I just see, if you literally weigh up the pros and cons, it's just not good, man. I would rather Tottenham take the time, which they should be doing now, putting the feelers out, approaching managers now, going, you know what? I know we're in relegation form, but we can do X, Y, Z for you. And, we'll pay you the money, because they did pay Thomas Frank a lot of money. Wasn't he like the third highest paid Premier League manager?
Was he? I don't know how much it was on. I think the top two is probably Guardiola and Arteta, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Pep. I think it was Pep, Arteta. But he was like, let's just say, for argument's sake, he was the top in the top 5 paid managers. Let's just say that, right? Just for argument's sake. So if we can pay the money for Frank and he did a fuck up job, let's get someone with a pedigree and someone who really can kind of turn this team around with some new blood, new talent, getting rid of Ben Davies. Please get rid of Ben Davies. Please.
On last season, that's why I got him on the back of my shirt, because I thought that's last season.
Yeah, it's going to be. I thought he'd do a Sonny because I knew it was Sonny's last season. You could tell him the way he played. You could tell that he wasn't going to. Ben Davies wins the trophy, gets the fuck out of it. Yeah, but no.
We can't get rid of Maldini. I mean, how would Andy feel about that? God.
I'll be devastated, lads. Devastated. Welsh Maldini. Covered in.
Oh my god! Like I say, I agree with you in his prime, bro, but he is nowhere near his prime, man. Nowhere near his prime.
His prime was in the Conte days. I've never seen anything like it. That Leeds game where he basically sort of sprinted back and sort of prevented the shot going in the open goal. You know, I haven't seen anything like that since.
You just missed the Welsh contingent. You just missed the Welsh contingent of Gareth Bale, Ben Davies, and Sonny.
Yeah. Welsh.
Joe Roden, you mean? Yeah.
Roden as well. Bloody
you
hell.
mean so in other words, Ben Davies just did his job, yeah, just stopped the goal from going in.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't do that now. You know, Vicario running off of his line, and all the players just stood around like, what are we supposed to do then? You know, it's.
But definitely. What would you think of like giving Tudor another season just for 10 games as a roll of a dice?
Not much, if I'm honest, mate. Not much. But like, if he does actually get like, if he wins like the majority of the remainder of the matches, I don't think it would be the craziest shout in the world. Just because where we are as a club right now, there ain't going to be too many quality managers out there begging for the job. And if you have a guy who does pick up results, you know, who else are you going to get basically? But that's only if he does pick up results.
Get Potts back.
Yeah,
not Scott Parker. No, I do not want Scott Parker, bro.
Ozian just put Scott Parker to be available. I wouldn't take him, but other Spurs fans would. Why?
It's the Spurs connection.
I wouldn't take
Spurs
him.
Connection.
I was saying earlier to Mark's show, if we do go down, and obviously Wolves are going down as well, why not go in for old Rob Edwards, the guy that they have at Wolves? You know, in the Championship, because he's been picking up results for him in the Premier League. Do you not think so? In the Championship here. We're not talking about the Premier League. He also he got Luton up, didn't he?
But you also got them relegated then, pretty much.
Not in the Premier League. If we're in the Premier League, someone else obviously, but in the Championship, I don't see why not like him or Scott Parker or someone like that. Because who else do we get?
Here's the thing.
If we get relegated, I wouldn't mind Robbie Keane.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. Because here's the thing. I actually watch the Championship. I actually go to Championship games because you know what my local team is, right? I'm an honorary addict, yeah. So even though they hate Spurs more than anyone else because of an incident that happened a few years ago. But I actually watched the Championship. I could list off tons of Championship managers, tons of Championship players, but I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that on my CV for when we actually get into the Championship, because there's no point talking about it now, man. We could talk hours for Championship managers that have been good.
What about is his name Kieran McKenna, the Ipswich guy?
Yeah,
he's Spurs boy, isn't he? If we're in the Championship.
So Ozian just put, our board is such a mess, we'll probably ended up giving Alan Kirby.
Oh my God, Alan Kirby. You're talking of Charlton.
Redknapp due to the way things ended and Ari's age. Yeah, I don't think Redknapp's coming back. It's a shame. He said he wants to come back. He said he'll do it.
He said he'll do it.
Oh, he's milking that. He's milking that for all he's got, innit? He is milking. Did you see that he... Did you see that he was like, I never get a call from Daniel Levy, but he was like calling me up and telling me how bad he felt about being sacked. And he said, you know what, I'll get you in, you know, and get the whole team back together. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about?
You get Nico Kranjčar there with him on the sideline, Jermaine Defoe, you know, Wilson Palacios.
We had the sickening thing, and I was listening to Jermaine Defoe's interview because I know that he left Tottenham, but I didn't realise because he was doing our under 21s, weren't he? I didn't know that they were just like they refused to give him any first team coaching. Like it's Jermaine fucking Defoe, bro. It's Jermaine fucking Defoe, and you're not giving him first team trainers. Like you're not allowing him to coach the first team. Jermaine Defoe.
That's the thing, and I've been saying this. Like Edin Terzic at Dortmund, he was just the under-21s coach, and they gave him a go. And
I love Terzic, man.
He won him a cup. He won him a cup when he was the interim after having been promoted from the under-21s job. He won them the DFB Pokal.
Yep.
So it can be a move sometimes.
Big up to Roughneck anyway. He's put he's comments on some of my videos actually. So big up, mate. Thanks for your comment. We're not going down, guys. Yeah, let's just see what happens.
I still think we are, buddy. Unfortunately, but I hope you're right, mate.
It's all reverse psychology. So we'll say we're going down, and then when we stay up, we'll be very happy about it. It's just reverse psychology.
What's that old adage? Under promise, over deliver.
Exactly, brother. Exactly.
I went too far on that one. So Gareth Bale was available. Get him in a squad play.
Oh, he's never playing again, bro. He's happy with his golf.
Gareth Bale would be better than a lot of the players are now.
Oh, hell's yeah. But the thing is, the only reason he retired early is because he's got back problems. He's got some, unfortunately. This is the thing that people didn't realise about when he came back to Tottenham, because I was aware of his injury because I follow La Liga, right? So I got a lot of Real Madrid fans and friends and Barca friends, and they were saying like Bale is slowly tipping off. It's because the injury that he has, it's almost like a flare-up type of thing. One game he'll be completely fine, no pain, no discomfort, and then on another game he's in complete agony. So it's like.
Yeah. There's a new one here. Evening, gents. Big up Montgomery. Thanks for dropping in. I hope you're enjoying the content, and drop a like and subscribe if you fancy it. And same definitely Spurs TV and dive from the lane as well.
Yeah. Big up to you.
I've got to do some kind of content soon because I'm not going to lie, boys. The content's dried up because I have no bloody like push to do it, and obviously because I was in Cyprus for like 4 days, man, which was all work, no pleasure, apart from one night that I actually got to have some fun. But yeah, I do need to get back on it. But yeah, thanks for watching us fuckheads, you know.
Hammers Football TV. He came in yesterday.
Fuck the Irons, bro. Fuck the Irons.
Still fighting us. So yeah, brilliant performance today. Finally, the team showed a bit of fighting spirit. I've not seen that in a while. So
we ain't. Big up to you for being here, Hammers Football TV. I've got a question for Hammers Football TV. How many points do you see your lot picking up with the games that you have remaining? And
they're on an uptick at the moment. They're doing quite well. I said this all back in the day. I said all it takes is for West Ham or Forest to go on a run of games, man. All it takes is that, bro. All it takes is that. Oh, I should put my link in the chat as well, innit? Promotion, bro. I always forget.
Man, we're shamelessly plugged yourself, mate.
Just how many points do you see Spurs getting in total? I don't know actually. I can see us. I don't know. I'm still a bit. I'll say, look, I'll be confident and stuff. Get a win against Forest, get a win against Leeds. Okay, I'll say 9. Yeah, I'm not 100% confident. Leeds, Forest, Wolves. They're my 3 games. I think we'll win. I've changed my view. I thought we'd get 2 points now, but after Liverpool, it's giving me a bit more confidence.
We're giving you some fight, some hunger.
Yeah, how about you boys?
I think. Yeah, no. Look, I said that the games that we should be winning is Crystal Palace and Leeds, right? There should be 6 points there. We lost against Crystal Palace, right? So we need to get. And now it falls on to we need to get a result from Forest and Leeds. I know that we've got a Champions League game up, but my brain is just stuck on Forest, bro. And I will be in the vicinity. I will be in the vicinity. I will not be going to the game, but I will be going to the protest. I will be going to the protests.
It's not happening anymore, isn't it?
Is it not happening?
I heard on a couple of streams it's been cancelled.
Oh, for bloody hell's sake. This is always how it is. Oh, we can't protest. We're in the Europa League final. Oh, we can't protest. We're in a relegation battle. Oh, we can't protest because Daniel Levy's cat has died yesterday. We can't protest.
Man, it's annoying because I was going to go down there and meet all the YouTube personalities and annoy them in person instead of just annoying them backstage, bro. I was like, yeah, I'll have to ask some people. Because here's the thing, because I'm not on Twitter, because I don't use Twitter, right? So I don't. Yeah, it's a cesspit, mate. It's a cesspit. I don't want to get brain rot. But yeah, no, I was invited to the protest by Billy. He was like, yeah, come on. The analyst invited me. Yeah, come on, we're all going to go down there. But yeah, possibly 15 points. I think you might get those, bro. I think the Irons are going to be able to get 15 points, you know. It's only 3 games. They only need to win 3 games and a draw, bro. I think they've got it in them. Oh yeah, I'm over. My math is so bad. Sorry, the coffee hasn't.
3 games out of 3,
6, 9. Yeah, that's. Oh, actually, I think you could win 4 games out of the next. I think you could. It pains me to say it, mate, but I'm looking at West Ham, and I can see them fighting because this season, for some reason, because of the fixtures list, I've seen more West Ham games than any other team apart from our own because they usually play on a silly day, don't they? For some reason. But yeah. They're not as shit as people think. I remember going into that West Ham game and I was like, I'm bricking this, boys. I'm bricking this, boys and girls. I'm bricking it. And then everyone's like, it's an easy win. It's just West Ham. Yeah, look at that.
That was my birthday as well. They ruined my birthday.
Thing is,
my birthday's in pre-season, mate. My birthday's in pre-season. I'm good, bro. I'm curse-free, bro.
This comment from Hammers Football TV. Liverpool shite though. Let's be real. Yeah, but everyone thought Liverpool were going to batter us, and now we got a point there. Suddenly, Liverpool shite.
Yeah, but we got a point against Man City, and this is just relative to what Man City's expectations are, not basically in terms of like the overall league table. But I think Man City have been shite this season. Basically.
Yeah, they've been terrible.
They're just, and I hate them so much for it as well because they're the only hope of stopping Arsenal, and Arsenal got the lead now, and I just hate Man City for letting this happen. Basically, they've been absolutely shite. Yeah, they were shite against West Ham, man. I could not believe West Ham got a draw against City, which proves to me, which should open our Spurs eyes to say that the Irons are coming, bro. They are coming with hammers in hand. They are coming. Like, don't fuck around with them. You know what I mean? If we fuck around, we're going to find out.
Yeah, so Aussie and just put, I'm saying 10 and 40 points in total. Is that back to the, he needs to hear his
really likes Eagle Tuesday.
In the stands to show we're all behind him. Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't acknowledge the fans. So how can he do that?
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about the fans, man. He's in there to fix a problem, and he's going to fuck off.
Do a job. Yeah, and then exactly.
Hammer TV, it says, guys, just subja.
One more. Thank you, Irons. I mean, go on, you Irons. And
then he's put, Hammer's TV has put, everyone's a hammer in hiding.
Yeah, he's just proved it. A few seconds before that. He's just proved it.
And then I've got a scar just here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I've got a scar just here where in my youth, a Hammers fan threw a bottle at me. So old Upton Park. Well, if you went to Old Upton Park, definitely. Did you ever go to Old Upton Park?
No, the only away day I've had is pre-season friendly at MK Dons, and that's my first ever match of football as well that I went to. And I had the chance to meet Harry Redknapp, and I didn't. You know, he was right there. And I got stage fright. You know, even though I was just a sweet innocent 9-year-old boy. Yeah, I bottled
Oh,
it.
mate. But yeah, no, Old Upton Park, mate, because their new stadium is not intimidating at all. I don't know if you've ever been to the London Stadium, even when I had a season ticket, right? So I went to the London Stadium once for West Ham, and I went, I'm never coming to the stadium again. You actually need, like the race, horse racing binoculars. You
Yeah.
need a pair of those to even watch the game, mate. Their old stadium at Upton Park, that used to be, oh mate, that used to be no man's land for anyone that isn't an Iron Man. That used to be no man's land. It's like you go to the game, and you put like a jumper over your football shirt because people would be coming over. What team do you support? England.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to answer this comment. So, Forest, maybe 1 point. Sunderland, 0 points. Brighton, 0 points. Wolves, 0 points. Villa, 0 points. Leeds, maybe 1 point. Chelsea, 0 points. Everton, 1 point maybe.
Yeah. I agree with you. I still can't believe some people I know think we're going to get a result at the Molineux, bro. I still can't. I still cannot believe people think that we are going to get a result at Molineux.
Have you read out this one?
Yeah, I responded to it.
Yeah, cool. That's cool.
I'm pretty much in agreement with Definitely on this one, man. My hopes are dashed, bro.
Big luck, Roughneck, anyway. Hammers TV saying, definitely belated happy shite birthday.
Yeah, mate. It's shite for more than that reason now. But yeah, no, honestly, it was just, it was. The thing is, the birthday that I'd had the year before, that was like my best ever birthday, basically. So yeah, it was never going to be a good one.
Spurs win.
Yeah, well, no, we didn't win. We weren't playing. That's why it was so good.
Yeah, we weren't playing.
Yeah, we weren't playing. No, it was basically, yeah, it was such a bad game that day, and I kind of saw it coming as well because West Ham are always up for it at Lane. Apart from the season before that, actually, that was one of my favourite games I've been to when we turn you lot over 4-1. Yeah, man, it's football. You guys did your job that day. We didn't do our jobs that day. That's how it is. And yeah, Tudor don't acknowledge the players. I think he's quite old school, isn't he, as how he approaches it. He's basically.
It doesn't bother me. I know a lot of people say that, like, oh, he's not, because Anton, you said this on our last stream, is like you didn't like the fact that like he doesn't acknowledge like Kinski when he came off, or he doesn't do this kind of huggy, crappy, clappy, happy crap. It doesn't. Honest to God, it doesn't bother me. To me, like
the players, and certain fans. The thing is,
I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
What I care about. Hammers Football TV. If you ever fancy coming on, mate,
it's always nice to get the other side.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to come on, you're more than welcome. Just let me know, and I'll give you the link. Yeah, so Athletic Madrid's on Wednesday, isn't it?
I believe so. Let's have a look. Let's double check. Am I going to that game? I don't know. I don't even know. Close that. Maybe later. Go away, BBC. You're so annoying me. It is confirmed. Yes, it is a late kickoff. Yay, that means I'm not going to get home till around about 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's on at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, which is going to be so much fun. You got Barcelona versus Newcastle, Bayern versus Atalanta, Liverpool versus Galatasaray, and I hope Galatasaray win.
The thing is, it's bizarre because we obviously all gutted about our result, but none of the English teams did well, did they, in Europe?
No. Where's this English team dominance? English football's just better. It's just better.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not better. It's all relative. This is why we have these different phases in the competition. We have these phases for a reason,
Yeah. Obviously, six people in at the moment. So if you can hit the like button, that'd be great.
Big up to the six.
And give me a sub if that's all right, and saying to Guy from the Lane and definitely Spurs TV, be much appreciated. So yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so one sec, I was gonna see that. Check that. Nice.
That's all right, mate. That's all right.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting towards the end of the season. The football this weekend was actually pretty crap, wasn't it? It was like there was a few draws, low scoring games. It wasn't exactly a high scoring weekend, was it?
No, not really, not really. It was kind of a muchness. Obviously, the shocking one was the Chelsea defeat to Newcastle, but Chelsea have always been one of those teams in recent years that have just been inconsistent as all hell. You know, we only lost. You remember, we only lost to them because of our own issues.
Yeah,
It's not like they didn't play us off the park. It's just because I went to that game, and the Spurs fans were giving it, the Chelsea fans were giving it, but they're not. Apart from that's the thing, their players are hot and cold. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I watch a bit of Chelsea here and there, and I just think I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I know their fan base says that every player they have is the best player in the world. I'm more than aware of that. Um, but I don't really see when we play Chelsea. I know we're going to lose because they always turn up against us, and it's always a physical game, right? There's always going to be a fight, which is going to be entertaining. Yeah, it's always entertaining when we play Chelsea. But I don't look at them and just think, oh, Chelsea is scary. I've never felt that about Chelsea, even prime
they,
Chelsea. When
they
we went
always
to that
find a way, don't they? They always find a
yeah,
way against us.
but yeah, when I went to the 2008 League Cup final, when Jermaine James got us that win with the free kick, and that was prime Chelsea. I went into that game not scared at all. I was thinking we're going to win this, and I still got my badge pin from that, which I bought from an old lady outside of Wembley. £1.50 I paid for that.
2008 League Cup final.
Yep.
When that didn't Berbatov and Woodgate get the goals?
Yeah, it was. I think. Yeah. Do you not remember? It was Petr Cech punched the ball and then it smacked Woodgate in the face and then bounced in, and bloody Woodgate, he flinched. He went like, but it hit him and then rolling again.
And by the way, that whole game, thank God for this. That whole game is on YouTube, man. I rewatch that game when I get depressed. Back when we were a football team, mate. Back when we were a football team.
Just read a couple of comments quickly. Hammers Football Team, appreciate that. Definitely next time. Have to drop off now. Work tomorrow. Cheers again. Look forward to your next show. If you've gone Hammers, I do apologise for not getting to your comment earlier. But big up. Thanks for coming on. And yeah, definitely. I'll catch your show sometime as well. And yeah, so Roughnecks put, do we keep Tudor now? I still think he needs to go, but I don't think they can get rid of him after a point away against again. We played really well actually. So what do you think? Keeps or get rid?
I think basically that I can't see if he's going to get results, and I'm not saying he is, but like I think after getting this result at Anfield, when we don't ever get results at Anfield, you can't really sack him now after that. The Atletico game is already a write-off, so let's just see how he does against Forest, and then if we do lose to Forest, then that's when it's red sirens time, and we need to sort of have another roll of the dice, basically, yet another one. But for the time being, I'll see keep Tudor. Yeah.
Aussie Ange put, we came to Anfield with 12 players, laugh out loud. Yeah, we did. 2 keepers on the bench, weren't they? So, sometimes...
The thing is, who else are you going to put there, though? Because Tudor does not play the youth.
I looked at that game today, I thought it was a bit like where we expected to get battered, so the players had a bit more freedom. I thought, well, we're going to get battered. We might as well just go and have a go, and there was no pressure, and that's what. And then Liverpool felt more pressure, plus there's a home side. So yeah, so if we had our first team out there, we might. Strangely enough, if we had our first team out there, we might have lost because because we'd have had more, but there was more pressure on them to perform.
That's a fair assumption.
Davis has put, is his name Davis? No, Davis has put blah blah, but 1 point is here. I'm assuming he's a Spurs fan and happy with a point. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree.
It's just one of those things, man. The point is better than none, innit?
Exactly. Sorry. Farcat. The people on the bench want to start for the next game and try their best. Yeah, I don't know why Williams Barnett isn't given more of a chance, actually.
Don't. Williams Barnett is great, bro.
Yeah. And then Roughnecks put Berber, Penn, and Woodgate face. Yeah, that was the remark for the League Cup final in 2008. Yeah, that was just getting one over on Chelsea was a bonus, but to win the competition, that was great. Yeah. And that was against Mourinho Chelsea, and they had a good side back there.
That was prime Chelsea, we were told, remember? Yeah. We were prime Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly. And then Ozzy just put Tudor does deserve a chance. We're getting a draw to Forest, a 3-3 draw. To be honest, we have to try and beat Forest. I won't be happy. If we can't draw with Forest, I won't be happy with that.
No, I will not. I won't be happy with a draw against Forest. We have to beat them.
Since Pereira's come into Forest, they've not looked that good.
Well, this is the thing about Forest. I mean, Forest are a mess anyway because just their ownership is a mess. And I remember last season where a lot of Forest fans were telling me, because I know a load of people in Nottingham, go to the Lions. I've been to the Lions. But yeah, Nottingham Forest, remember they were like, oh, we're going to get in the Champions League. We're going to get in the Champions League. And then they just went, ooh. I mean, they got as far as they could. But this year's Forest ain't the same, man. And like I say, I don't think they pose a threat. Well, they pose a threat to us, right? But to other teams that are like mid to high table, they're fodder. But I will not be happy with a draw. How about you, Definitely? What do you think? A draw with Forest?
That one's a must win. I think we will get a draw best, but I think it's a must win. We have to be winning that game, boys. There's not a reality where we basically can get anything other than a win if we do want to stay up. I don't think we will.
No. Couple of more comments have just come in. Lucky Liverpool can't finish their dinner. To be honest, lads, I agree with you there.
Yeah. Well, Victoria did do one save.
This is not the Liverpool side from a couple of years ago. They were poor, and they won the lead last year, but that because everyone else was poor. So Slot's Liverpool don't look great. If this was a Klopp Liverpool, I think we got battered today.
Oh, hells yeah.
And then the two marks have come in, actually.
Big up,
Mark.
Let's have it right. We got a point. We weren't great, but showed a bit of fight second half against what wasn't the best Liverpool side. Yeah.
Good play, Mark.
At least we've shown a bit of fight, and we haven't been showing it lately, have we? So
that's the thing. Like in the previous games, because what I was saying earlier was a lot of the chances we got were through Liverpool mistakes, not necessarily through us creating stuff. But in previous games, when teams have made a mistake, we haven't done anything from it. So at least today we actually decided to capitalise on one of the mistakes which were made, and that does take a tiny bit of fight to do. So you've got to give credit where credit's due always, but I don't think it's going to be a metric for any real hope for the remaining games. But you always have to try and see stuff on the positive side. So all we can really say about today is we weren't the best, but we got a point out of it, and a point is a point at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't care how we play. It's all about result at the end of the day. It's a point.
Yeah.
And I know it's only a point. We didn't win, but the way we've been playing, it feels more like a win.
Yeah.
It's because of the situation we're in. I was on Danalyst's stream I think it might have been 2 weeks ago. He posed a question. He was like, "What would you rather want, good performances or results?" I'm like, "We are beyond good performances now. We
Yeah.
just need points, 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 points. You know what I mean? Whatever gives us a wider gap from that disgusting relegation zone, the more happier and the more secure I will feel. Because at the moment, because when we went into this game, I was down in the dumps, mate. Everyone at the pub that I was at, we were accepting defeat. It's all going to be 29 points across the board. Going, exiting this match, it's just going to make us feel a lot worse. But given it was a draw, means we're a point ahead. So I'm feeling a little bit better, just a teeny bit. Let's not get it twisted here, boys and girls. I'm not like raving from the rooftops. You know what I mean? It's a point. We move. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Roughneck's put, we've broken the losing cycle, so important. Yeah, I agree. I heard somewhere like we'd not lost that many games in a row since like the mid-70s or something.
Yeah,
heard it on Sky earlier.
It's shocking. We're breaking all kinds of new records, folks.
And then
breaking all the records, man. We're breaking every single record at the club, mate. Just shame it ain't for trophies.
Montgomery's put, that being said, though, carry that mentality into all the remaining games. I'm happy. Yeah, if we show a bit of fighting spirit like we have been, then you can't complain. It's about time we showed a bit of fighting spirit. West Ham and Forest have all shown it, and we haven't. So I'm glad we have shown a bit of fighting spirit in that game. But it must continue. It can't just stop now.
Yeah. Definitely, mate. How would you, like I said, how would you think if I said to you all the remaining games will be draws? Would you be happy with that?
Yeah, I'll take that because I think basically we're only getting 2 draws for the rest of them. So I'll bite your hand off for that at this point. You know what I mean?
Only if we stay up. Only if it's enough to stay up.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're going down either way in my head. So it's like basically, if we're going to go down with 2 points or go down with whatever it is, 9 or 8 points, I'm going down with 8 points. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yep. I might call it there then, actually.
Yeah, it's been a good run. Yeah, big up to.
Yeah, always enjoy chatting with you both, bros, and big up to chat.
Definitely. Thanks for everyone
tuning in. The chat.
And thanks for everyone's comments and stuff, and subscribe, and we much appreciate it to Dr. Tottenham Therapy, definitely Spurs TV, and Guy from the Lane. We much appreciated. But thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a good night. And come on, you Spurs.
Come on, points.